watching Talk Buck. So here I am back again to share with you all certain interesting facts about a legendary Brazilian footballer who is considered to be one of the greatest dribblers of all time, and by some as the greatest dribbler ever. He played an extremely crucial role in making the Brazil national men's football team victorious in the World Cups of 1958 and 1962 respectively. Due to his immense popularity in Brazil, he is regarded as Alegria do Povo, which means the joy of the people, as well as Anjo de Parnas Tortoise, which means the bent-legged angel. He was none other than the one and only Mane Garrincha. Manuel Francisco dos Santos, nicknamed Mane Garrincha, popularly referred to simply as Garrincha, was born on 28th of October in the year 1933 in the state of Rio de Janeiro, located in the country Brazil. Since his birth, Garrincha was bow-legged with a spinal deformity which left his right leg bent outwards, in addition to shorter than his left leg by 6 centimeters, as well as his left leg being curved inwards. A boy with a carefree attitude, Garrincha was shorter than the average children of his age, which, upon being noticed by his sister Rosa, she started calling him Garrincha, the northeastern name for wren, a short little brown bird. Thus the name stuck, and by the age of 4, he was known as Garrincha to his family and friends. Garrincha was also known as Manny, the shorter version of Manuel to his friends. Hence, the combined name of Mane Garrincha came into existence. The young Garrincha quickly developed a love for football. In 1952, Botafogo defender Arati visited Rio de Janeiro to act as a referee in a local match. As the match started and when the bow-legged winger picked up the ball for the first time, Arati couldn't believe his eyes. However, it wasn't until 1953 that Mane finally appeared in the Botafogo headquarters for a trial. In his first training session with the professional team, he was put up against the Brazilian defender Nilton Santos, who already had 16 international caps, and it was later admitted by the Brazilian international that never before had he encountered a winger who could beat him with such ease. Garrincha's physical deformity had caused concerns at his previous clubs, rejecting the chance to take him on after trials. It appeared as if he was destined to play for Botafogo. His official debut was indeed unforgettable. Coach Gentle Cardosa's side were trailing by 2-1 in the pouring rain when Garrincha stepped up to take a vital penalty and stroked it home, ignoring the taunts of the opposition goalkeeper. The match turned out to be a Garrincha show as he went on to hit a hat-trick in Botafogo's phenomenal 6-3 victory. However, despite his match-winning heroics, Garrincha had developed a reputation of a player who did nothing other than dribbling his opponents. In spite of his brilliant performances, Garrincha failed to make it to the Brazilian squad for the 1954 World Cup, since Brazil already had other talented players in his position. However, with his performance in the year 1957 for Botafogo, when he helped his club to win their home league by scoring 20 goals in 26 games, finishing as the second highest goal scorer of the league. convinced the national selectors to opt him for the 1958 World Cup squad. On 29th May, 10 days prior to the 1958 World Cup tournament, Garrincha scored one of his most famous goals against Fiorentina in Italy, where he successfully went past 4 defenders before stopping on the goal line. Instead of kicking the ball, he waited for the returning Enzo Robotti, whom he had dribbled past, to score. Despite of this brilliant performance of Manny Garrincha, his coaches were disappointed at such an action of his which they considered to be an irresponsible one. Hence, he did not get to play for Brazil in the first 2 matches of the 1958 tournament. However, he did start for them in their third match against the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. And since then, there wasn't any turning back in the tournament, neither for Garrincha nor for his team, as Brazil emerged as the champions in that World Cup, which was followed by their glorious victory in the 1962 World Cup, where Garrincha, in spite of having several issues in his personal life, in addition to gaining unnecessary weight due to excess alcohol consumption, he turned out to be the most outstanding player of the tournament, thus becoming the first player in the history to win the Golden Ball, which is awarded to the player of the tournament, Golden Boot, which is awarded to the highest goal scorer of the tournament, as well as being a part of the World Cup winning team in the same tournament. 4 years after this historic achievement of Garrincha, Pele, along with the entire Brazil national football team, took place the 1966 World Cup, in which Garrincha, though well short of match fitness, in addition to struggling with a knee injury which could lead him to being unable to play football ever again, yet he played in the first match of that tournament, which Brazil won by 2-0. Garrincha scored one of the goals of the game with a free kick taken with the outside of his foot, and the other goal was scored by Pele. The next match, Brazil lost to Hungary by 3-1. It was Garrincha's last ever international match and was the only time he lost a match with the Brazil national football team, as he did not play in Brazil's last match of that World Cup against Portugal. Brazil were eliminated in the first round of that World Cup. In 1973, although Garrincha was signed by Olaria, he decided to leave professional football. Apart from his age, as his age was almost 40, there was another reason behind his willingness to retire. His daughter, Edina, had given birth to Alexandra. Hence, being a professional footballer and a grandfather made him feel weird. Thus, he decided to quit. On 19th December 1973, a farewell match was organized for Garrincha between a FIFA World team which mainly composed of Argentine along with Uruguayan players, and Brazil consisting of Pele, Carlos Alberto, as well as several other members of the 1970 World Cup winning squad. Garrincha started the match And while in the first half at a point when Brazil had the ball in attack, the referee stopped the match so that Garrincha could leave the pitch as well as receive the respects of the crowd. Garrincha then did a lap around the pitch before disappearing through the stadium's tunnel. The success Garrincha enjoyed on the field was in sheer contrast to his personal life. He drank alcohol throughout his adulthood and was involved in several serious road accidents, notably a crash into a lorry in April 1969, due to which his mother-in-law passed away. He was married twice, first to Nair Marcus in 1952, a factory worker with whom he had 8 daughters. They separated in 1965, after which Garrincha married Elza Soares, a samba singer. In 1977, the couple separated as Garrincha struck Soares during an argument and she left. He also had other significant affairs, including one with the showgirl Angelita Martinez, and he is known to have fathered at least 14 children. After a series of financial along with marital problems, on 20th of January in the year 1983, Manny Garrincha finally died of the cirrhosis of the liver in an alcoholic coma in Rio de Janeiro. In the previous year, he had been hospitalized 8 times. Therefore, by the time of his death, he had become a physical and mental wreck. His funeral procession drew millions of fans along with players and his friends to pay their respects. His epitaph stated, "Here rests the one who was the joy of the people, Manny Garrincha." On 10th March 1974 took place the inauguration of a multi-use stadium, Estadio Manny Garrincha, which has been named after Manny Garrincha. That's all about the bow-legged legendary angel of football, the one and only Manny Garrincha. Thank you so much for watching this video. In case if you feel that this video is worth visualizing, then please do like it, share it with your dear ones, in addition to subscribing it, along with helping me with your valuable feedbacks by commenting on it, as well as for anything, if you wish to reach out to me, then please do it without any hesitation on Instagram. My Instagram ID is mentioned in the description box below. And last but not least, keep watching Talk Buck.